everyone! So the second video review for this week is for The Loudest Silence by Olivia Janae. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you are on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook on my blog, then there is a link within the post. And this is the video review. So The Loudest Silence by Olivia Janae. Again, amazing, absolutely amazing. I have read this before. I read the first version, and I was so excited to see a revised version. Can't wait to read it. So it's about Kate. She has an intriguing first meeting with Vivian Kensington, who is president of the Windy City Chamber Ensemble, and Kate is their new cellist. So she learns that Vivian is deaf, and she has this amazing connection with her when she tries to make up for the way that she introduced herself. And then Kate sort of finds herself completely taken with Vivian and navigating this relationship with her, while considering the effects it might have on Max, who is her son, and what happens if it all goes wrong, and what happens when she goes to her next job as well. So there is a lot of drama in there. As I said, I read the original version of The Loudest Silence, fell completely in love with the story, and now reading the revised edition, I got to fall in love with it all over again, which was a magical experience. It was kind of like having a warm, comfy blanket, an old friend, and the characters that I connected with originally were just as I'd left them. They were just perfect. I adore this story. There is so much about this story. There's so much I learned from it the first time. There is so much I was reminded when I then read it again this second time. And it taught me so much. I just cannot stop smiling whenever I read this story. I absolutely love it. Kate and Vivian, they're both exploring and learning about one another as well. So it's two different perspectives. And the main focus of the story is very sensitively highlighting the importance of hearing the deaf community, which is not what you think. And it's really important in highlighting that you must hear the deaf community. And trying to be a part of their world is really important that you try that. Especially if you're not from it. It means a lot to people when you try to be a part of their world, and I love that that is what Olivia conveys in this story, that no matter who you meet and what their circumstances, you should try. You should try to be inclusive, and you should try to learn, and you should try to definitely make sure you're a part of anything and that they're a part of anything as well. So it makes a point of bringing to attention the ignorance that sometimes surrounds disability and what it means to the person whose experience it is. And I think that is what Olivia does so well in the story. She really highlights two very different perspectives. There's a character from the deaf community, there's a character from the hearing, speaking, completely oblivious sometimes to the fact that there are different people around community, and she handles it all so very sensitively, with complete care, and really takes the points of both sides, but really focuses on the importance of Vivian and what all this means to Vivian, and Vivian being heard and understood and accepted and a part of things. So if you haven't been in their shoes, you really don't know what it's like, and Kate finds out the hard way. It's really important to try and to embrace the deaf community's language and to be a part of their journey. You need to be fully there, not partly there or just not there. You need to be fully there, and it's a lovely, really strong and important sentiment, and something that we must all try to do. And I love how Olivia is highlighting that, and she's providing representation for a community that often isn't really in books, and you know, it's nice when there's a character that's different, and it means somebody can find their bit of representation, and I absolutely love that. But if you haven't read The Loudest Silence before, I highly recommend it. It's such an experience to read. It's a really enlightening story, and it will move you. It's very, very moving. But if you have read it before, I really hope you're going to enjoy the revised edition. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's what I remember, and it was nice to just be back in the experience. It's got a gorgeous new cover. I loved the original feel of the book, but I love this other colours and wonderful new revised edition look. It's amazing, and yeah, I really hope that the sequel is going to come out and be revised as well, because I absolutely love this story. It's absolutely amazing, and it was just a wonderful experience to be able to read it again. So I'll pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of this new revised copy of The Loudest Silence by Olivia Janae, which I really, really hope you will. If you've read The Loudest Silence, either the original or this revised version, it doesn't matter. Please do comment, please do let us know what you thought of the story. It's a really important story, and I love talking about it. I always have. If you haven't read it yet, but it's on your to be read list, or you're planning to read it, or you're now super intrigued and thinking, I really, really want to read that, again, please do comment, please do share with us, because it would be great to know it's on your to be read list and you're really excited to read it. But if you do read it, as I said, I hope you fall in love with it. It's an amazing experience, and I hope you enjoy every second of it. Bye.